Your Honors, due to time constraints, I wish to close my oral arguments by bringing to the attention of this honorable court the highlights of the Filipinos' contribution to the United States of America. And that is that even as American nationals, even as third-class citizens, the Filipino people demonstrated a kind of allegiance unique in the annals of mankind. Impressed by their loyalty and devotion to America, General MacArthur has this to say, quote, "The story of the resistance of the people of the Philippines to the Japanese occupation of their land is a saga of unflagging loyalty to the United States and the American people, even in the most tragic hours of human history," end quote. In pursuit of America's manifest destiny, the Filipinos fought for America in 1,000 battlefields, particularly in Bataan and Corregidor. They fought for America in the forbidding jungles of Vietnam. They fought for America in the cold lands of Korea. And they bled for America in the bloody fields of Europe. In the process, they sacrificed more than 1 million lives for America's quest for freedom, greatness, and nay, even military supremacy. Thus, if America is great today, if the Americans are free today, a part of that greatness and a part of that freedom has been partly paid for by the blood, sweat, and tears of the Filipino people. Indeed, there is not a single state or territory in America or country in the world that can match the number of Filipinos who fought and died in defense of the American empire in the battlefields of Asia. But what have the loyal Filipinos gotten in return for their outstanding allegiance to America? Your Honors, they were collectively divested of their American citizenship because, according to Senator Elly, they are a cancer to the American society and should be treated as such. And today they are being persecuted and deported from this very country for its millions of their kind bravely fought, suffered, and willingly offered their lives. Worse, America's former enemies like the Japanese, the Germans, and the Italians are granted automatic visas, whereas the loyal Filipinos are not. Rather, they are neglected, forgotten, and driven into that dark, deepening shadows of supreme ingratitude. Simply put, America has rewarded its former enemies for their treachery and punished the Filipinos for their unflagging devotion and loyalty. With this, Your Honors, we pray that as we face the dawn of the third millennium, God shall grant this honorable court the humility, the wisdom, and the courage to return to the petitioner what she holds dearest and nearest to her soul, and that is her birthright as a citizen of the United States of America. For above all, what is on trial today is the capacity of our judicial system to oppose and reject Congress' creation of inferior classes of American citizens. What is on trial today is the courage of our judicial system to say that in this land of the free, every human being born under the American flag is a full-fledged citizen of the United States of America. Finally, what is on trial today is the humility of the judicial system of this country to admit that in reality, had the Filipinos been whites, had the Filipinos been Caucasians, the congressional genocide of a whole race of God's little brown people would not have had taken place at all. Your Honors, the petitioner has made a long and lonesome journey from the dark valleys of hell to this bright land of hope. It is my prayer that this honorable court shall grant that hope the freedom to grow and flower upon the altar of American justice. Thank you, Your Honors.